Is it working? All right, I think it's working. I don't know. I did something to this mic and it flipped out. It changed modes. Did something weird. Oh, turn around. There we go. You know, for as long as I've owned this camera, I don't really know how to use it. I've been wanting to do this, you know, vlogging thing for a while now, but I just couldn't like wrap my head around it. I just could not get on board with walking around with a camera, and I had nothing interesting going on. How's this looking? Everything looking all right? Is this cool? So this is where I was doing some pull-ups. It's starting to rain, great. It's awesome. Now I'm thankful for the rain. Yeah, just did some pull-ups here, this cool little calisthenics gym in the middle of a park. It's pull-up day. Doesn't take a whole lot. You know, you just gotta do some pull-ups so you can't do it anymore. Yeah, so got this camera a while ago. I gave it a shot. I just didn't know what the hell to make, you know. I knew I wanted to start making videos like this, but I had no goal in mind, no like, I don't know, no idea of like what the hell I was gonna talk about or what kind of videos I wanted to make. So when we started traveling, I sort of came up with this idea that I would make these videos as sort of letters to my friends and family to let them know that I'm still alive. Where am I going? I gotta get back on track. See, I got a route here. It's supposed to take me to a meat market. I'm not 100% sure if this place is even gonna exist because I was asking Grok AI for suggestions on a place to go, and I just don't know how much I trust that guy. Gave me these different suggestions, and none of them were showing up on Google Maps, and that's to be expected. A lot of these little carnicerias, you know, they're not like businesses that have an online presence or anything. See, that's what I need. I need the big yellow rain suit. I'm gonna be soaked today. So Grok said there's this really great meat shop over northwest corner of Bogotá. Heading that way. I want to pick up some, I think they're called picanha steaks. Gonna grill those babies up. Just figured I would, you know, take the camera along, take you guys along for a ride, show you what it's like here in Bogotá. It's the rainy season, I do believe. From what I've read, this place only has like 2 seasons. And it's rainy springtime or dry springtime. Videos. Making these videos to kind of explain to you guys what it is I'm doing with my life. I'm not on vacation. There's no reason, like I'm not out here. Okay, 338 feet I gotta turn. I'm not out here just kind of like, you know, dinking around, or I don't know. There's nothing in particular that brought me out here other than, you know, we were living in Denver. It was expensive as hell to live in Denver, and Denver was kind of just getting trashy. Didn't want anything to do with that anymore. It's so expensive. We work remotely, so there's no reason to just like sit around, pay way too much in rent. I've been wanting to travel like this for a while. So Jai and I, you know, we finally did it. We both are working remotely. It's like, hey, let's go somewhere. And to be honest, life kind of took some strange turns that it's kind of hard to explain briefly, but we left with the hopes of, I thought I was going to be getting a job and moving us somewhere. That didn't work out. I'll probably go into more depth about that in another video. But we wanted to leave Denver anyway. Dude, it's just like way cheaper. Well, for instance, we were paying like $2,000 a month in Denver. We lived in Oaxaca for a month. We paid $500. You know, the food is inexpensive, and there's culture and vibrancy and all that good stuff. Kind of a no-brainer to, you know, move all of our stuff into storage and peace out. And now we're in Bogotá. Rent is a little more. It's like 700 something. But the food here is so good and so inexpensive. It's hard to believe. I can get a full steak and eggs, breakfast, avocado, beans, rice, arepa for like $3.75. The groceries are cheap and good. Everything's just inexpensive. You know, so much to the point where I'm just like, why the hell is it so expensive back in the States? We went to the movies yesterday and saw Flow. We paid like $6.50 for the two of us. I bought this bike about a week after we got here. A little over $100, like $116. Not bad. Have to have a bike. I bought a fixie when we were in Mexico City and had a blast. Needed to do the same thing here. How old is this kid? But life is cool here. Man, I don't know. We didn't plan on coming to Colombia. We were gonna go from Oaxaca to Chile. And we had this all planned out. And there was a flight that went from Oaxaca to Santiago. That's what we were gonna do at the end of our month in Oaxaca. We went to book that flight, and that flight just wasn't there anymore. It wasn't available. And I have a hard time believing it was just sold out for months on end. We would have had to flown from Oaxaca to Mexico City, and then the Mexico City to Santiago flights, those were like really scarce. Probably because the other flight stopped. And we wanted to stick to one airline because you have to pay for checked baggage. You have to pay again if you switch from one airline to the next. We just wanted to stick to Aeromexico and not have to pay for checked baggage again and again. So there was no Aeromexico route from Oaxaca to Mexico City, then from Mexico City to Santiago. We would have had to switch to a different airline. It was a mess. We're trying to figure out something to do, and we needed to just get out of Oaxaca because the cost of the flight anywhere else was so expensive. We're like, we have to at least get out of Oaxaca to a more, you know, busy airport. And we're looking at different countries we can fly to, and Lima, Peru came up, and we're like, okay, that sounds cool. Ah, shit, I missed my turn. So we were gonna head to Lima and kick it there for a month. It sounded pretty cool. Right before we were getting ready to book our flight and book our Airbnb, I discovered that Lima was under a state of emergency. I was like, oh, maybe we shouldn't go to Lima right now due to the state of emergency. you know, maybe it's not a good idea to go somewhere where they've seen a significant increase in murders. And Bogotá came up, and I was like, Colombia? I had never even considered coming to Colombia. Just simply wasn't on my radar. Didn't know anything about it. Go. Don't trust you. Never trust a car. So yeah, Bogotá came up. Flights were like 400 or something for the two of us, 4 something. Am I gonna get hit? That lady's walking, I trust her. 400 something for the two of us. We found some really nice places. Where am I going? Am I going this way? I'm gonna go this way. So yeah, brief search. It was like, hey, Bogotá is pretty cool. Colombia's got it going on. It's a lot safer than it used to be. Food's great, people are great, culture's great. I said, why the hell not? Let's give it a try. And from Bogotá, the flights are, you know, much more, oh, there we go. The flights are much cheaper to Argentina and Chile after making this stop in Bogotá. And I gotta tell you, I fucking love it here. I had no idea, and I think that seems to be the case with most things. Like the hype for Oaxaca, the reality of being in Oaxaca did not live up to the hype. I liked it, made the most out of it. I enjoyed my time, ate a lot of good food, drank a whole hell of a lot of mezcal. Come here with zero expectations and absolutely love this place. You know, the people are super cool, really friendly. The food's amazing. The weather is like the best. If you like fall, springtime, warm days, cool evenings, lots of green, then yeah, you would love it here. Everybody rides bikes, everybody's like running, super healthy people. They shut down a lot of the major streets on Sunday, and everybody uses those lanes for cycling, running, walking with their kids. Am I gonna get hit? What's going on? I'm gonna go. Thank you. I don't fucking know, there was no light. I have perhaps a bad habit of trying to compare these foreign cities to cities that I'm familiar with in the United States. And I would say this definitely given me some mixture of New York City, Seattle, a little bit of Portland. You got all the green, the trees and stuff of the Northwest, but it's busy like New York City. You know, just a scramble, hustle all the time. But what am I saying? I don't know. I've only seen a few spots. I could be wrong. That's just my impression. I'm gonna be so pissed at Grok if he leads me all the way out here and there's no carniceria. Where am I heading? Okay, I'm there, I'm here. So Grok told me somewhere around here there's a really good little meat shop, and I have no idea. I was like, how do I find it? And Grok was like, well, you look for the sign. I was like, yeah, but where's it at? Shit, I don't even think I'm supposed to go down here. I asked Grok, you know, I'm like, what's the place called? Gave me like 2 different names. Well, what's it next to? Like, oh, I don't know. It's just like down the street from the store on this address. I looked up the address. It's like, it's not there. I feel like I asked for this one. I knew I'd be coming out here and not finding what I'm looking for. So this one's on me for trusting that bastard Grok. Let's check to see if there's meat down here. Suiza, is that Swiss? It's Swiss, right? cross this way. I don't believe there's a meat market here. No, not here. Well,